Welcome back and thanks for staying with us on the agenda. We've been taking calls this morning. Some interesting views came through. We invite you to call as well on 011-714-6841. In relation to that question, we're asking you, what are your expectations from the president's speech tonight? Let's take a look at some of the tweets that have come through in this regard. Meeting Marco saying, morning days, I expect him to tell us that South Africa will lock down for 1 month due to this demon called Corona. Meeting Marco from Khureng in Zebediela. What is it with people from Zebediela? They always like to sign off their tweets. Mr. Pups saying South Africa will be on lockdown for 2 weeks as from tomorrow. Only essential services like medical staff, SABC and defense to continue working. Bakeries and other crucial factories to remain opened. That's Mr. Pups for you. Freedom of speech saying, I expect him to tell us what he will do about the mass gatherings that will keep taking place on the 1st of April as a result of SASSA queues. Freedom, I don't know if you have access to the SABC online app where you can go look at a conversation we had with SASSA about that in the morning. Nkosana Mkondo saying, a high Desiree, the president must not hesitate to regulate liquor selling hours. Asilaleni early, period. Who says people are sleeping when they're at home? Janita Banat saying, I think the president should enforce a lockdown. Our country, the smaller the numbers, the shorter the period for lockdown will be. Prevention is better than cure, which is what the president has been saying essentially, and the Minister of Health. The numbers might be low, but our rate of new cases are higher than most countries. Mags saying businesses to come on board to support government to increase testing capacity. I think some of them have already announced measures. Muhle Mafani saying to wash our hands even more. Bantu saying effective measures like a lockdown, closure of international travel. People are not taking any of this seriously. Khotso Mavesta Modipane saying an immediate lockdown in South Africa, only medical facilities to be functioning, and for immediate care only emergencies. People should avoid overcrowding in hospitals and clinics. President to also tell us where the 274 confirmed cases are. They are in isolated facilities, under care, and their status. I think that is the legal requirement, Khotso, for people to be under observation. We're also running a poll today asking you, are you practicing social distancing? 80.2% of you are practicing social distancing, 19.8% are not, 106 votes have come in. It's interesting, that 19.8%, it would be interesting to hear why you're not practicing social distancing, but let's take a look at some of the tweets that have come through in this regard. Thabo saying, honestly speaking, no. I think the reason is that Limpopo recorded 1 positive case. I will start distancing myself at the time of Good Friday after our brothers, sisters and friends are back from Gauteng and other provinces. All right. Lekgasa Patlamolo saying, hello, my lovely team and viewers. I'm trying all the time to distance myself. We'll see what's going to happen in future. All right. Nazim saying, yes, I do. I'm afraid to catch the virus. South African government needs to act fast and lock down the country before the virus gets out of hand. And Mahlaku there, you can read the tweet while I try to take a call. Michelle van Wyk is calling in now. Michelle, Chesney van Wyk. Chesney, a very good morning to you. What's on your mind this morning? Chesney is calling us from Eldorado Park.
I'm calling in to inform. I hope that the president tonight will inform our viewers and the country as a whole that that it's time for us to stay away. Like, for instance, me, myself, I'm quarantining myself. I'm not actually going out into these public spaces. So I hope tonight our president will be enforcing stricter laws to maybe just curb the movement of people on our streets.
Chesney, like most townships in the country, Eldorado Park is one of those areas that are very densely populated. What, besides your personal space, just give us a sense of the community. Are people practicing this? What's the situation like in Eldorado Park?
People in my community in and around the Eldorado Park are just not giving heed to the coronavirus. Some are still mocking it, some are still saying it's far away. People are going on as if, it's another flu that will just pass. They know the seriousness. There's no awareness about it, so people are just taking it in jest. It's something that will pass on.
And in terms of access to sanitizers, are people coming up with alternatives?
No, there's no, from my side, what I've seen, there's no people coming out to inform our people. There's no leaflet. There's no sanitizers. People are, like I'm saying, they're walking around in groups. They're standing at the shops. I've heard about the curfews by our president, but Shabins are still operating. So, people are still not taking it seriously.
Shizni, keep safe and thank you so much for that call.
Thank you.
All right, let's now talk to Jan. Jan is calling us from the Eastern Cape. A very good morning to you, Jan. What's on your mind? Jan, can you hear Johannesburg? All right, I don't think Jan can hear us, but we're encouraging you to call us, and thank you so much for those viewers who have already called in. The number is 011-714-6841. Let's take a break. You're watching The Agenda.